everybody, and welcome to my motorcycle family again. This is John here. It's been a long time since I made any video because I was a little busy with a lot of stuff, work and home and other things. So here I am back again, and today we are going to do a maintenance video. Okay, and this today we're going to speak about batteries, how you
should
can
always
maintain your
remember
battery by
that your
yourself.
battery's
Main function and keep it in a
is to
healthy
transmit
condition so that you
electricity
have the
from
correct
either the starter
flow of
motor
electricity or your
to your
charging
bike.
coil to the engine. Okay, and the battery never stores large amounts of electricity for a long duration of time, so it's very necessary that you use your vehicle on a regular basis. Okay, so if you see my motorcycle battery here, okay, it's quite dirty, and the terminals are all covered in dust and mud and whatnot. I need to check the level of the distilled water inside the battery. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first remove the battery from the motorcycle, keep it down on the ground. So that's my battery, and if you see, it's quite dirty here near where the terminal is, where the terminals sit on both the sides. It's gotten quite dirty, and I'm not sure uh, how much distilled water is inside the battery. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean the terminals first and then check how much distilled water is inside the battery. And for that, all I need is a syringe. I've taken a syringe and a screwdriver, a cutting plier, some pliers, and I've got distilled water. You get this in fuel stations, in the petrol pump. I've got 1 liter distilled water here, and I've got some oil, and this is the same oil that I use for my chain to lubricate the chain of my motorcycle. Okay, now you might be wondering why I've taken oil. Okay, because oil also helps you clean off the rust, the dirt and everything. You just got to put a little bit of oil on the battery and then clean it off. Also with that, very importantly, I also have a very old toothbrush that I use to clean any stuff off on my bike. Okay, this is very important. So first what I'm going to do is take the brush and just brush off the dirt of the battery first. The dirt and dust and all that. And take the screwdriver, turn it to the flat side, and you see this corners here in the edges inside. Yeah, a screwdriver will help you clean those difficult sections. Same on this side. See that? There you go. After that, let's take the oil, put a drop or two of oil on your toothbrush, like how you would put your toothpaste, and then just clean this area off with the oil. And why I'm putting oil on the battery electrodes is that it also helps protect the metal. So once I've done that, I'll just take some engine waste, your waste cloth, and then just wipe the oil off. See, now you can see that much cleaner. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing for the entire battery, but I'll do that in the end. For now, let's check how much distilled water is in the battery. So in the older batteries which I use for my motorcycle, because it's a BS3 model, you have a flap here which you can open up. That's it. Okay, now since I've opened up this flap, you see these holes here. This is what contains the distilled water, which technically keeps your battery cool. Okay, I just wipe that off here. Just check inside. Now when I check that, these holes have enough distilled water in them. So does this one. Okay, only the right and the left hole here do not have enough distilled water in them. So what I'm going to do is tear open the syringe. You don't need the needle for this, you just need only the syringe part. Okay, I'm going to open the distilled water. I'm going to pour the distilled water into a clean glass like this. Okay, and then keep the bottle aside, and then take the distilled water into the syringe like that, and fill up these holes. Okay, that's full. Fill up the end holes first. That's full again. Let me just check, top these holes off as well. There. I need more. You need to fill up the distilled water in these batteries only if your motorcycle is running on such kind of batteries where you need to manually maintain the distilled water level. Most of the motorcycles these days come with sealed batteries, which you cannot open and you don't need to open necessarily. They come with some sort of a cooling gel inside, so they maintain the temperature and avoid the battery from overheating. Okay, so now I've topped up all these holes with distilled water. I'm going to close this part. Okay, each of these pins should sit tightly in these holes. I'm going to align them first and then just press it down like that. There they go. After that, just wipe the battery. Now if you see this, my battery terminals are here. Okay, this is the positive terminal and this is the negative terminal, and this here is the strap that goes around the battery. So if you see these as well, these are also quite dirty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly take that toothbrush here, put a drop of oil on it, put some oil on it, and quickly just give it a good brush. There you go. Do the same on the other terminal as well. Turn it over. Then take that piece of rag, the cloth, and then just wipe all the oil off of the terminals. I think there's still a little bit more residue on this, so I'll take the screwdriver and just scrape that hard or residue off. There you go. Brush it off and then wipe it with the rag cloth. There you go. The battery terminals are much cleaner now. If you see that. Okay. So we're going to fix the battery back now and start the motorcycle and see how it works. Now I have finished fixing the battery back onto my bike, and I also started the bike and it's working absolutely fine. In fact, it's working better than before after I refilled the distilled water and cleaned up the terminals and all. When you're fixing it back, you got to remember one very important thing. You got to fix the correct terminal back onto the correct electrode. Positive terminal onto the positive electrode and the negative terminal onto the negative electrode. Okay, So that's one very important thing that you got to keep in mind. So that's it for today about the battery maintenance, and I'm sure you can do it on your own, but be very careful when you're doing it. I'll be posting regular videos on motorcycle maintenance and also on rides. So until the next video, please do take good care of yourself, stay safe and ride safe. Until next time, bye bye.